No one on the Interstellar Observation Council believed the alert at first. A red object had appeared at the edge of known space, moving impossibly fast, without any visible propulsion. It violated at least 12 known laws of physics, 3 trade agreements, and 1 deeply cherished scientific theory about how mass should behave. Naturally, the alert was sent to the cubes, officially designated Polyform Sentience Cluster 7A. The cubes were small, gelatinous, softly glowing beings shaped like perfect cubes. They communicated via color shifts and subtle vibrations, and they were famous across the galaxy for 2 things: their advanced mathematics and their absolute inability to understand humans. On the sensors, the object grew larger. It is red, vibrated Q blue prime, and white, shimmered Q green, and emitting bells. Pulsed Q yellow defense. Alarmed, the object abruptly stopped right in front of the cube research habitat. Space rippled, folded, and then politely stepped aside as the craft came to rest. The cube's instruments went wild, flashing warnings like impossible, recalibrate everything, and most tellingly, a ska. A human. A hatch opened. A figure floated out, tethered only by cheer and a very old magic, older than most stars. He wore a red suit trimmed with white fur. His beard was vast, snowy, and gravity-defiant. His eyes twinkled like binary suns, and behind him drifted a sleigh pulled not by reindeer boot, by reindeer-shaped constructs of light and starlight. Ho, ho, ho. The figure boomed through open space, somehow audible without sound. Now, let's see. Cube Sector 7A. Right on schedule. The cubes froze. Entity is vocalizing joy. Vibrated Q blue prime. Threat level: confusing, pulsed, Kubila defense. The human waved. Hello there, little fellas. Name's Santa Claus. The cubes had no concept of Santa Claus. They ran simulations. None helped. I've come a long way, Santa continued, adjusting a massive sack slung over his shoulder. And I hear you've been very good this year. The cubes exchanged frantic color pulses. We have complied with all treaties, shimmered Cube Green Analyst. We have not invaded anyone in 6 cycles. Santa nodded approvingly. That'll do. He reached into the sack. The cube's scanners detected impossible spatial compression. The sack was bigger on the inside than several moons. Santa pulled out a small, shiny, wrapped box. For you, he said, gently floating it toward them. Kublu Prime cautiously extended a pseudopod and touched it. It is warm, it vibrated, and smells pleasant, added Cube Green Analyst. They unwrapped it. Inside were small brown rectangles. Chocolate, Santa said proudly. Human invention. Thought you might like it. The cubes analyzed it instantly. Molecular structure, energy, density, chemical composition. Then Kublu Prime tasted it. The cube turned a brilliant, solid gold. Every other cube gasped if cubes could gasp. This is Kublu Prime vibrated, flickering wildly. This is statistically perfect. Chocolate triggered reward centers the cubes didn't even know they had. Their colors pulsed and harmonized joy patterns never before recorded. Kubla Defense dropped its shields entirely. Why? Cube Green Analyst asked, vibrating softly. Why bring this to us? Santa chuckled. Because it's Christmas. That did not help. Because, Santa continued, floating closer, humans believe that when you can give joy, you should. Doesn't matter if you're flesh, metal, plasma, or adorable little cubes. The cubes processed that you traveled faster than light. Kabila Defense said, you violated physics. Santa winked. Physics takes the night off once a year. More cubes gathered, forming a shimmering crowd. Santa reached into his sack again. Chocolate bars, chocolate spheres. Chocolate filled with caramel nuts and strange human things called marshmallow. Every cube received a gift, their habitat filled with excited color patterns that overwhelmed the sensors. Across the sector, other species noticed the anomaly. A sudden spike of joy energy radiating from cube space. A distant human listening post picked it up. "Sir," an officer said, stunned, "the cubes are happy." The commander leaned back in his chair. Then Santa's on schedule. Back at the habitat, Kublu Prime floated before Santa. "Human Santa Claus." It vibrated. "Our databases show humans are contradictory. Fragile yet dangerous. Illogical yet creative." Santa nodded. "That's fair. But tonight," Kublu Prime continued, glowing warmly, "humans are good." Santa smiled, his beard drifting like a nebula. "We try." The sleigh bells rang. "Well," Santa said, adjusting his hat, "lots of stops left. The octopus folk on Vega Prime, the crystalline dragons in the Halo Belt, and a black hole that's been very patient." He climbed back onto his sleigh. "Remember," he called, "share the chocolate. And if anyone asks how you got it, just say a human stopped by." Thanks for listening, and have a wonderful holiday.